What's up, y'all? Welcome to Real Value. Today, it's all about Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Because it's only a sequel, you know? So are they gonna make a part 3? Beetlejuice? That would make the most sense, right? Let's just hope it's not another 36 years. All right, first things first. Beetlejuice impression. I don't think you can tell, but my hair's green.
Hey, you know what, bud? All I gotta say is, can you pass that cockroach?
I should have rehearsed what to say before. Just got back to the theater. I saw Beetlejuice, and let me tell ya, it was fun. It was fun. So let's go on a sidetrack real quick. It was an early screening, and I didn't realize it was 4DX. For those of you that don't know what 4DX, that is in Regal Cinemas, hashtag not a sponsor, where they do like the 4D, like the chairs move and they blow wind and water and things like that. One, never been to that kind of experience. Two, didn't know Beetlejuice was doing that. And I kind of liked it. It wasn't bad. Like parts where it was flying over the city and stuff, it would like move. If you're in a dreamscape, it would kind of move along with it. If it was something bumpy and scary, it's like a roller coaster. If you have back problems, do not go. Do not. I have back problems from time to time, and man, if I have a spasm or something, cannot imagine being in one of those chairs. That aside, I'm okay right now. I'm not gonna look. I was like, what could it possibly bring to Beetlejuice? A 2D screening wouldn't. But yeah, I liked it. It was cool. Like every now and then it would blow some wind by your ear and I'd be like, oh, what? I don't know if it's worth like the extra $10 or whatever it costs to do that, but I could see it maybe in some movies. For this one, I think you could go see it in 4DX, in 2D, and IMAX, and 3D, whatever. Not 3D. 3D sucks. Ugh. Glasses hurt my eyes. Before I get to the real value of it, let's go over some good things I think the movie did. Tim Burton had total control. He was the director of this movie, which I think is the right way to go. He probably has the rights, of course, and all that stuff. Michael Keaton, man, I think he did a great job. Good performance, legitimately made me laugh out loud a couple times. And I saw this in the theater by myself, so... Now, there were other people around me. I didn't know them, but I mean, you're by yourself. Shut up. Michael Keaton, who I already love, grew up on Michael Keaton. He was my Beetlejuice. He was my Batman, you know? I think he did great. It was really funny in a lot of parts. They didn't push or force anything. They didn't, like, make up some elaborate backstory of why, like, Alec Baldwin and Gene Davis's, their characters weren't in this one. They were simply like, yeah, they found a... Oh. Is that a spoiler? Should I say that? I think people knew. Yeah, I think because the trailer never showed them, so it wouldn't, yeah. So it's not a spoiler, but they're not in the movie. Also, I'm wondering, again, this is in the trailer, the dad dies. Did that actor die in real life? Maybe? I don't remember. I'm gonna have to look that up and get back to you. Because he wasn't in the movie. The pacing and execution were done really well. Felt like the movie was over like that, but not in the bad way. And the, oh man, I'm having a pretty good time watching this kind of way. It's funny. The effects, of course, it's 2024, opposed to the first Beetlejuice, which was, what was it, 88 it came out? Yeah, 88. God. I mean, even in 88, it looked good, but now you have, I mean, it's 2024, come on. And they still used a lot of practical effects in there as well. They did one thing, I'll save it for the spoilers. I'll save it so you have to watch the spoiler section. Overall, thought the story was cool. Threw some twists and turns at you that you didn't expect, at least in my humble opinion. I didn't expect a couple things to happen that happened in the movie, and I was like, oh, whoa, crap, okay, cool. The plot, it was believable in this Tim Burton world. My real value of Beetlejuice is it's definitely worth a watch. Go see it. If you want to wait, fine, wait. But I think it's a fun thing to watch in the theater as well. You don't have to, but I mean, of course, you're gonna do what you're gonna do what you're gonna do. Money's tight, I know. So I don't have a job. So let's dive deeper into why I think it's worth a watch, worth your time, worth you taking you and your significant other, if you have one, I guess. Just go by yourself. Spoilers, beware. So I thought it was great that they added just a couple surprises in there, like Danny DeVito is at the beginning of the movie being discussed in Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Danny DeVito, as he does. I like the side plot that they brought in. His ex-wife, or I guess his wife, I guess they killed each other before they died. That was the only thing that was a little unclear to me. I'm assuming, but it was cool because you saw a little of Beetlejuice's backstory, which I don't think we've ever gotten really, just a little bit, you know. So I thought that was neat. I think Jenna Ortega did a good job as Astrid, which, no hate to the Astrids out there. I just don't understand why a parent would name their kid Astrid. I mean, the first part of your name is Ass. And yeah, people are going to be like, it's actually As. But when people say Astrid, how do they pronounce it? Do they pronounce Astrid? No, it's Astrid. Don't name your kids Astrids. Astrids out there, I love you though. I feel you. I feel you. Do you? Yeah, my name's Calvin. So, all my life it's been Calvin and Hobbes jokes, Calvin Klein jokes. That's about it, really. I will say this. When people hear my name and then they're expecting me, they're always, not always, but a lot of time they tell me like they expect me to be black. Do I have a black person's name? Which, I like it. It's a good name. Probably not going to hear this. Canceled. Can't say anything anymore. Old curmudgeons. Catherine O'Hara. She did awesome. I think her character would turn out to be something like that, where it's not just sculpture, it's now this multimedia type, Banksy type artist that is just so far up their, you know, their own ooh-ha, woo-ha, doo-dee-dee-doo, boo-dee-dee-boo. It suits her, right? It did well. And the fact that they kill her off in the movie, it was so funny. When those snakes just like... I was cracking up. And I think the chemistry between Beetlejuice and Lydia was so much better. I actually, for a second, thought that they were going to get married. I was like, well, maybe Lydia is just going to be like, whatever, let's do it. We work well together. And then we could get something like how the cartoon Beetlejuice was. Yeah, for you viewers out there that didn't know, there was a Beetlejuice cartoon from 89 to 91 that yours truly did watch. But in that cartoon, they were friends, which I always thought was weird when I watched the movie, because in the movie they weren't friends. Well, maybe now they could be friends. Maybe Beetlejuice, they'll be friends. I mean, be friends, go on adventures. I think that would be real cool. Winona Ryder did the Winona Ryder thing. Winona Ryder did the Winona Ryder thing and, you know, played as Winona Ryder. It was just a lot of this. And is she not the slowest person in the universe? I swear, in her movies, in this movie, she seemed so slow every time she was running. It's like she does a lot of running in place before she just seems real slow to me. Let me know if y'all think Winona Ryder is slow. Poor Bob. Oh, man, Bob. And it's hilarious, too, because when the movie ended, I was like, man, that was pretty good. Sucks for Bob. And then they had the in loving memory of Bob tagline. I thought that was really good. It gave you the little bit of goth and horror elements that you would expect. The few callbacks and harkens to that it does, I think it did well. Don't think it was pushed or forced or force pushed. I don't think anything was force pushed. I don't think they tried too hard is what I'm trying to say. I think they did the movie justice. I think it was cool, and I hope they do a part 3. I think it'd be great. When Astrid is giving birth, I was like, oh, it's coming. I knew it. And you know what? I have another little, this might be more conspiracy theory thing, but you know how Baby Yoda did? And then all of a sudden there are Baby Yoda toys everywhere? There's gonna be Baby Beetlejuice toys everywhere. You know there are, but I'd get one. I've kind of kept myself away from other reviews, but I've seen a couple snippets of at least taglines, and they seem to be kind of negative. I disagree. I think it's a fun movie. Is it perfect? No. For instance, so the thing I was mentioning earlier, I liked how they kind of kept the sandworms claymation style. I thought that was really cool, even though it looked better. It was still like in that claymation kind of way. And then my only really gripe with the movie is his ex-wife. I guess she's meant to move the plot along. You know, she's trying to find Beetlejuice. When they finally get together at that epic fight, final boss scene or whatnot, really just over. She's just eaten by the sandworm. They don't even really do much. So that's my only gripe, is they didn't like make that bigger or more climactic. But I think it still fit the rest of the movie well, because to me it seemed like it was a movie with some side quests. Like Lydia's character, her side quest is her show, trying to deal with her husband, who is kind of gaslighty, but also kind of makes everything about himself. And then you find out later, of course, he's the narcissistic sicko duping co-dependent women into being with them. But then you have Astrid side quest with the boy who turns out to be a freaking psycho. So like that's something I didn't see coming. I was like, oh, okay, wow. And then of course Beetlejuice has his side quest dealing with his ex-wife. And I don't know, I just thought the movie was cool. It had all these little parts of Willem Dafoe's little parts were funny with his secretary always bringing him a cup of coffee, and you know he's this wannabe actor. And the afterlife had a lot of things in there that I thought were cute. The Soul Train is one of those movies where I caught myself smiling through the whole movie. I was enjoying it, which is really hard, especially nowadays. It's just, you know, there are very few and far in between. Is this perfect? 5 out of 5 now? But I would definitely say it's worth a watch. A solid 4 out of 5, maybe 4.5. Go watch it. Go watch it. I don't think you'll be disappointed, especially as a originalist. It's gonna be like, oh man, the light died. Apologies. I just charged this guy too. Really? Dang. Hey, that's what happens here at The Real Value. We're real, okay? And we encourage you to always be real. Tagline for future products. Copyright. Anywho, does it still look okay? Yeah, it's just all green. It's Beetlejuice green. So, like I was saying, no, it's not a lightsaber. It's a tube light. I actually like these a lot. They work really well. What was I saying? Okay, yeah, go see it. I think you'll have a good time. Anyways, it's spooky season, so as soon as I find out where they moved the Spirit Halloween, I don't know, it's not where it usually is, it's gonna be costume time, and horror movie fanatic, so prepare to see a lot of horror sci-fi type things come up, and there's a lot of good ones coming out. On the last episode, I mentioned Terrifier 3 and Smile 2. There's also this movie called The Substance that's coming out soon that I'm really excited for. What else? There's just a bunch, there's a lot, and so October should be busy. And September. Spooky season! You guys see your co-star before you go. Co-star of the cat? Hey, baby. Yeah. Your fans, they want to see you. It's your co-star of the cat. What's up, baby? You don't want to be with Papa? Alright. He's a whore for wet food. That's all he ever wants. I'll see y'all next time. Thanks for stopping by. This is Real Value. First quick, fast impressions. What if? Movie review and recap! I have no money, so if you want to follow me on Patreon, I have a Patreon now. More things will be added to it once I figure this out. Peace, y'all.
Hey, babe, what you think?
God, why can't I not do one? What does he say? Give me something he says. He says, yeah, well, he doesn't say that in this movie.
Know what I mean?
I don't know. I'm so bad. It's so bad. All right, well, I gotta charge this guy now.